Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well. As you all know, I've started our new YouTube channel, Love Yourself Enough to Care. So please like and subscribe. Also, I've created a Facebook page, so we're going to be starting the podcast of that soon. So if there's any topics that maybe you'd like me to talk about or share, please reach out to me and send that information to me. I want to just give some tips because over the weekend we were having in our Bible study, we were talking about the unmarried and the married and divorced. We started that Bible study, and there were some things that came to mind. So I just want to leave you 4 tips for dating, courting, marriage, what have you. Sometimes, and I've learned this from experience. Sometimes when it comes to dating a person, courting a person, being with a person, sometimes we ask questions, but we don't ask the right questions. In other words, sometimes we ask like the basic questions, how many siblings do you have? Your family dynamic. What do you want to do with your life in the next 5 to 10 years? And those are, good questions to ask. But I think when you're dating a person, when you're courting a person, when you're thinking about marrying a person, I think you have to really begin to ask some very important questions for yourself, and then to to um, to the person that you're thinking about being with. So I think the first question that's important to ask yourself is, what do you want? What do you want in a mate or a spouse? I think that's something that's very important because we all have different desires, we all have different wants. We live in a world, we live in a society that tells us that you can have what you want. You're the master of your own fate. You're the captain of your own ship. Do you? We're hearing all these ideas. But the first question that I think is important is, what do you want in a spouse, or what are you looking for in a spouse or a mate? So that's number one. Number two, the second question that I think is important is, how do you handle adversity? Because I think that's something that's very important. And these are things sometimes that we don't think about. Sometimes in relationships, sometimes in a marriage, people don't handle adversity the same. So, again, what are you wanting in a mate? What are you looking for in a mate? How do you handle adversity? Number three, the third question is, naming a time, or maybe going back to a time to where you had a situation or you had a circumstance, and how you were able to overcome or deal with that. I think that's very important because there are certain things that when it comes to relationships and marriage that are totally different. And I think sometimes even in our communities, even in our families, even in our churches, we've really done an injustice by not really taking the time to really talk about marriage, talk about, you know, what it means to be married, or what are the requirements, so to speak. Because it's more than the wedding dress, it's more than the tux, it's more than the good looks. Because in 5 years, in 10 years, you're going to need something more than looks just to keep you and sustain you, right? And then the other question, the final question I would probably ask myself, or for those who are, if you're dating, or if you're courting, if you're desiring to be married, this is something I ask myself: is what makes you, or what makes me, why are you, or why are we attracted to certain kind of people? I'll give you an example. I'm gonna give you a transparency moment. Um, when I was single, I attracted people who um, didn't really love me for me, didn't really care for me. I attracted people who were good looking, who were cute, but emotionally and mentally were unstable. So I had to really dig down deep and ask myself, why am I why am I attracted to women like that? What makes me attracted to, so you really have to ask yourself those questions, because it gives you a direction, it gives you a gauge as to maybe where you are, and then maybe where you want to be. Sometimes and that's what I'm saying. We have to really take the time to ask the right questions. So I just want to leave you with that today. You guys be encouraged. Love you all. And let's make it a great day and a great week. And I hope this video helps you.